Arrivederci. I'm in the airport of Rome, having my breakfast finally. It's very early, it's like 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. And today we're going to Iceland from here, from Rome, because we live in Milan, but from Milan there were less flights to Iceland, so we decided to make this trip to Rome and to depart from here. So I will show you my trip to Iceland. I think it will be very exciting, and it's one of the places that I was really dreaming to see. I must say that the airport of Rome is much better than Malpensa in Milan. These ones are originals. They are really antique. It's not some copies. So we arrived to Reykjavik, Iceland. The weather is not so great, but the flight was good. It was quite calm, without turbulence. Look how cute this comic style wall. We're looking for our car that we rented, and it's quite cold outside. It's only 9 degrees Celsius. But what I've noticed as soon as we went out is that the air is so clean and fresh. It's just tasty to breathe. I don't know how to explain. Especially after Milan, I feel it very sharply. We arrived to Iceland for 10 days, and our goal was to see all the island, departing from Reykjavik and going all around the island by car, changing places every day. Now we are arriving to Reykjavik. I think it's already suburbs of Reykjavik. The landscape is quite interesting here. It looks like, I don't know, another planet. I've never seen anything like this in other places, because of course it's volcanic places. We are arriving to the center of Reykjavik, and I already see there's that famous church. I don't remember the name. I'm sure it's also impossible to pronounce it, but I read that you should visit it, so I think we will visit that church and some other places today. I took vegetarian plate and it's huge. And this is steamed cod, national dish of Iceland. I really The guy at the bar where we had lunch told us that this protest is made by women because they want to dress as they want and not to be judged by the way they dress. I think it's right. Go girls! So we had some rest in our room and after the lunch, and now we're going to see Reykjavik. We're near the church again because in Iceland in summer it's always light, so it will be light until 10 p.m. so we can just go for a walk whenever we want. And we will see the city. I will show you the most interesting parts. But first we would like to go inside the church. If it's allowed to film, I will show it to you. This cat looks quite grumpy. It's funny. It's raining, but I don't care. We will walk anyway. Pussies beware. We were looking at some souvenirs. I found some nice candles. I look at all the candles because I also produce candles and want to see what is there in the market. And one candle had a smell like a scent that reminds me of Russian banya. It's like Russian kind of sauna, but it's a humid one. And we use also the branches of the trees with leaves to heat the people in banya. I don't know if you know what I mean, but it's not the point. The most interesting part is the upgrade of my look because it's raining. I have my fancy leopard coat that I wear in Italy underneath, and I had to put kiwi on the up because it's raining. I will ask my husband now to make me a video of my look. È già scattato. No, sta andando.
Very cool. Colpa degli ultra, sarei stato più elegante. Ah, guarda, c'è pure il bus di City Sightseeing, che cazzo è?
La sera perché giustamente si cucinava per la sera proprio bene. Mi preparavo. Vabbè, la Maria
Cheers. Cheers, babac. Bello, guarda, si vede il porto. Non lo so.
Mezza giornata là.
Ma che? Neanche.
Questi ci va.
Look how beautiful is this view with the boats, and you know, we had just one glass of wine and I had one glass of beer, and both of us, me and my husband, we feel dizzy after it. Maybe because we didn't eat any snacks, but it makes us feel good. If you're interested, here's a museum of how to say, dicks, if you know what I mean. It's quite famous here. For this dinner for tonight I booked a table in this restaurant Brut, that I saw that it was advised by Michelin guide, you see, in 2023. So let's see how it will be. This thing is called foie gras. It's with vegetables and mushrooms. And this is some Iceland caviar with potatoes and creme fraiche.
Creme fraiche, okay.
The portions in Reykjavik are really huge. Good morning, it's the morning after and we're going to have a breakfast. It's Sunday, so everything is closed, but we found one bar that still looks a bit creepy. I will show it to you. And we are still in Reykjavik because we will depart from here today. And here's the bar that I found. Very colorful, but a bit creepy, but it's fine. So I decided to try caramel apple crepe and cappuccino. Guarda questi cookies giganti. So we went upstairs because downstairs there were no places, and this place is really funny. Perfect for people who love hoarding. Look how many objects they have. Hoarders cafe. So we took crepe here. My husband took salted crepe with ham, cheese and eggs, and mine is caramel apple. Ciao amore. Ciao. Non capisco che anno è. I think this cat doesn't understand which year it is, because with this weather I think he wakes up once in a week, more or less. Ciao bello. Hai visto che belli occhi ha? Azzurri. Hello, so we are on the road again. We are going golden circle. Today in Iceland it's like some way of the most famous sightseeing, like natural ones, like waterfalls and geysers, and what else? The third one, what was?
National park.
And national park.
There is the cleft between Eurasia and North America.
Yes, and there is cleft, it's called. Cleft
Oh,
between... we don't know the English word. But there is the place where Eurasia and America are connecting. I mean the platforms. I guess tectonic platforms, yes? So it must be an interesting day, quite intense one. But I'm very curious to see all these beautiful places. We have found some lake here. It looks very beautiful. So we arrived to this national park and it's full of very annoying flies. They are everywhere. They're trying to get even in my eyes, and people try to protect themselves from these flies. And now we're going to see that place where these two tectonic platforms of America and Eurasia meet. And there is a place where people do snorkeling, so they can see it under the water, this exact place. There are wild. This place where these platforms, tectonic platforms meet, is called Silfra. We're going there. Cosa si dice qua? Che pesciolini ci sono. You see there's a sign that people who does snorkeling are crossing this road. You see, actually this is Silfra, where people does snorkeling. It's the place where two tectonic platforms, Eurasian and American, meet. So it's a famous place in this national park. It's very beautiful here. I also saw some mushrooms, the one that you can eat. And also the water is very beautiful here. See all these people that snorkeling here. There are wild goose with also small chickens, so beautiful. Now they're a bit afraid and they hide it. Now you see the chickens, they're so tiny. Cute! Cuteness overload. and this is Father Goose that is observing if we are dangerous for his chicks or not. So we're going to our next step, next stop, sorry, not next step. And the next stop is the waterfall.
No, it's geyser.
Ah, no, the geyser. So we're going to see the geyser and then we're going to see the waterfall. It was very nice here. I liked this place. We also saw some mushrooms, the ones that you can actually eat. You know, it's summer now in Iceland. And it's around, I don't know, it depends on the place. But for example, in Reykjavik it was 13 degrees Celsius. And here I think it could be even 10, and it's windy. And it's the summer here. So I think it's the highest temperatures that you can get here. Maybe when there's some sunny day that I don't know even if it exists here, because it seems like it rains all the time. But I really like this weather. I mean, I like fresh air. I like when it's not hot, because in Italy it's now 35-40 degrees sometimes, and I hate hot weather. I just hate it. I'm a northern person. I'm from St. Petersburg, so I prefer such cool weather with no heat. So I really enjoy this vacation for this reason. And it's also the reason why we decided to go to Iceland in summer, because we just wanted some escape from the hot weather. So we arrived to the geyser place, and first we would like to have some lunch. Let's see what they have here, but this building is quite big. I think there is a restaurant. And I can already see the geysers. Looks fun. It looks like a tasty lunch with some potatoes, vegetables. My husband took the same, but also lamb steak, and that's coleslaw salad. Here are the geysers. You see? Here's the hot water, and it smells like rotten eggs because there is sulfur. Vedi, ogni tanto salta. We just saw how that one geyser exploded, but I guess we need to wait again to see it explode. It was fun, it was very high, and I'm sure some people nearby got wet. You see? Bellissimo! Figo! Hai visto? Ho detto dai, se ne è andato. È esploso di nuovo. Ho preso proprio il cellulare nel momento giusto. This one is big geyser. This smells really like rotten eggs. Blech. It's not the most pleasant smell, to be honest. Unfortunately, photos and videos can't show how beautiful are these landscapes. With your own eyes, you see them even more beautiful than on this image. These beauties will grow on my balcony. So we moved to another place here, and here we are going to see a waterfall. The weather became worse. It's very windy and it's raining, but I hope we will see beautiful picture. I already see the mist from the waterfall. Oh, it's beautiful. We decided to also go down to see the waterfall. You see it's there. First we were afraid that here arrives a lot of water and we will be too wet, but in fact upstairs arrives much more water, so don't be afraid to go downstairs. This was the golden circle of Iceland, and we saw the place where two tectonic platforms meet that I showed to you. We saw the geysers, and we also saw how they explode. It was super fun, and we saw the waterfall, and that's all. This golden circle includes this free sightseeing. Now we got something to eat in the bar because we don't know what we can find in the local supermarkets on the road. So we will have something for dinner, and we're going to our guest house that is placed in the middle of nowhere. It's like in the middle of nature. It will be very nice. It's not in some city, it's just in the fields, let's say. But it's near Vik. I think it's a small city, yes, town, Vik.
Yes.
So I will show it to you. It must be very romantic, this guest house. Our friends that went to Iceland a couple of years ago, they advised us to book it immediately because there are not so many places, so we booked it in advance because they told us that it's a very nice experience. We are just driving in the middle of nowhere, and we need to drive more than 1 hour to get to our guest house. It's fun that the first car. Before we were just alone on this road. We are slowly arriving to our place that is called Brew Guest House, but the point is that the road is like this. It's like a ground road, and we will need to go 6 minutes like this. arrived, but it's so windy that I saw that even the birds was hardly flying with this wind. So tonight we will stay in one of these cottages. I think it's super cool. It's really in the middle of nowhere. You see, there are some other people. There is nothing around, only some farms and fields, but I think it looks very cool. And here we are in our super cottage, super deluxe. I like this place. It's very romantic for my opinion. You see, it's nothing here, nothing. There are some mountains, but you can see them now. And this is how our little house looks like. Very cozy, with a sofa, with small kitchen. You can also cook here, but we didn't find much things to cook, so we just got some ready meals and 2 beds. And here is a quite nice bathroom. It's quite big also. I like it. And this is the view. So beautiful. Look at this beauty. But the wind is crazy. Just crazy. You can't stay outside. Here is my husband that is flying away. No, take the door. Here is also a nice terrace if you want to take some sun under this rain and fly away together with the wind. And you see there are other cottages. Belli. Chissà come sono arrivati qua con sto vento. Guarda come vola erba. No, you have no idea how strong the wind outside is. Just look how all the flowers and all the grass is flying. It's just flying away. We prepared our luxury dinner from the bar. Panini with mozzarella and tomatoes. I made some ginger tea. And this is our view. With crazy wind outside. Good morning, friends. Today is a good day. We have some sun. Unexpectedly. Look, even some blue skies. Such a nice feeling to wake up in this place. Yesterday we passed by a supermarket and I bought this kind of yogurt that is called skyr. It's the yogurt of Iceland, their typical yogurt. Has this name, and this one is with salted caramel. Let's try. How is it? It's really tasty. It has very fresh and slightly sour taste. Bye bye, cute houses. It was a nice time here. So we had just one night in this beautiful place that I really liked. I really advise you to book it if you will go to Iceland and will travel by car. And now we're going to one waterfall that is like about 15 minutes away from here. So we will see that waterfall, and then where do we go?
Another waterfall.
Then we go to see another waterfall, and then Vik.
And then
Yes, and then we're going to the town that it's called Vik, and it's small, of course, like all places here, but it looks quite developed. I mean, I saw that there are quite a bit of restaurants, and it must be beautiful because it's on the ocean.
Vedi, c'è un trattore, guarda.
See, you see how lost in nowhere our place was. There are our houses, and there is a tractor because actually it's a farm, I guess. And now we need to go again some minutes with this ground road. The weather is changing every 5 minutes here, of course. It was sunny, now it's again cloudy, but it's beautiful anyway. I'm not sure, but I think this is the waterfall that we're going to see. It's much smaller than the one yesterday, but still it looks beautiful. Never seen such a large river. It has very strange shape. And we're coming closer to the waterfall. I see that there are also a couple of smaller waterfalls. That looks beautiful.
Tra 250 metri gira a sinistra nel parcheggio.
Wow, sorry. You what?
Yeah.
Nice waterfall.
We saw the first waterfall, and now we're going to second one before going to Vik. But look at the weather. It's not so nice today. Actually, these days it's raining non-stop. The weather is like this. And here we have some lake. Looks very grey. Ah, there is a swan. Amo, c'era un cigno. We arrived to the next stop. You see there's a waterfall that we're going to look at, and I got some coffee, finally a good one because it's Lavazza. To be honest, I don't like coffee in Iceland. By now, most of the coffees that I tried here were not tasty at all. Because I'm very used to Italian coffee, that's I think the best one. And we decided to share a carrot cake with this beautiful view. Now we have more energy after the coffee and carrot cake, and going to see the second waterfall. And I see that people made camping here with tents. I'm not sure it's the best choice because I think they chose the most humid place you can imagine near the waterfall. It's beautiful here it's true, but I mean, it's always humid here and cold. And this tent, I don't know, you barely fit yourself in it. like a very sporty kind of activity in general time in Iceland, because you always go hiking, you're going upstairs, downstairs. It's a very beautiful view. It's worth it going all these stairs up. That's a really beautiful way for hiking. They did it all along the river. Super nice views. We arrived on the upper point. You see how beautiful it is from above. Also there, super beautiful. There are some ships. You see, ships! And I think we can go back because we saw enough beauty. We're quite tired and a bit hungry. So we'll go to Vik. We will place our luggage maybe in hotel if they give us the room already, and we will go to find some place for lunch. And we are arriving to Vik. As you see, it is placed right by the ocean. I think it will be very beautiful. The ocean looks quite tough. And this is our hotel that is called Puffin Hotel. Very cute with this bird.
La spiaggia là, proprio qua davanti.
And there is a beach there where we'll go later. But first lunch. And we arrived to Vik. And we're going to eat. We found a nice place with different soups and other things. I see a nice church on the hill. It's a very small town, but a nice one, right by the ocean. Here is this place where we are going to have lunch. It's called the Soup Company. And I saw that they have a really nice menu with different authentic soups and also tasty salads. Thank you. I took beetroot and camembert salad. They bring also bread and butter, and my husband took lamb soup. It's a classic Icelandic soup. This is the kind of cars that are really useful in Iceland with some weather conditions. Just look at how high it is. We had a lunch, we had a bit of rest in our room, and now we're going to the Black Beach. It's a famous place here with black sand, must be very picturesque. But the one thing that I saw in some videos on TikTok, and we also read somewhere, that we should remember not to come too close to the water because it's very dangerous. Because the waves can come quite unexpectedly, and they can grab you. So we will be careful there. very tough here. So stupid. These people are risking too much. They're really risky. You should never come so close to the ocean. And especially you shouldn't turn your back to the ocean. See how black is this sand? Actually, it's not just sand, it's like very small stones, round ones, very beautiful. How interesting is this stone? It's like many thin layers. Very beautiful. And on this rock puffins. I don't know if you see them. Yes, here they are. My zoom managed to catch them. They are on the rocks upstairs. They have a nice shape with colorful nose. I made something romantic for my husband for this babats at this beautiful place. I see how it's called, glacier. Do you see the glacier on the top of the mountain? Very beautiful. We decided to go to another place. It's like natural reserva naturale in Italian, and we're going there because maybe we can see puffins closer there, because we're going up on this hill that is over the sea, over the ocean, sorry, and probably they will be closer to us here. Look how beautiful is this lighthouse on the top of the cliff, and we are hoping to see the puffins. Maybe they are somewhere here, and you see there is the ocean. Very beautiful view. We got very lucky with the weather because these views are much better with the sun. Guys, there's a rainbow that goes from this cloud to the sea. So beautiful. Very beautiful. Con arcobaleno.
Quante le ha fatto le puzze?
Hast du auch ein cooles Foto von denen schon gemacht? Hast du auch schon ein cooles Foto gemacht?
Ja, hab ich aber. Imagine it's mit Fan, das das.
I noticed that there are many birds downstairs and they stay in the shape of hearts. It's a sign. We got really lucky with the weather in this town today because usually they tell that it's very rainy. And we are going now for the dinner. We want to try the local pizza here that is called Black Crust. It's a pizza place. I saw that they have very good reviews, like they have 5 stars out of 5, and they have this kind of pizza gourmet with a black crust. I mean, they use like vegetable carbon to make it black. And they told us that they don't take reservations. We just need to come and see if there will be some place, so I hope we will manage to get there. In this town, Vik, it looks like there are more restaurants than houses because houses are very little and they are few, at least I don't see much of them. And we found already this pizza place that is called Black Crust. I hope they will have place for 2. No. Uh-oh. This pizza is with local Iceland's cheese and I think jam, and it's just margarita. So guys, if you will travel to Vik and you will want to go to some restaurant, I can really recommend this Black Crust pizza place because pizza is really interesting and the dough is very light. I had pizza with black dough and my pizza was with Iceland's different kinds of cheese with some kind of like marmalade, I don't know how to say, some gel made of red fruit and with pink pepper, and it was just chef's kiss. So it was really tasty. I ate an entire pizza and I had also some raspberry beer. Also it's made in Iceland, in Reykjavik, and now I feel very lazy and sleepy. But we are going to walk a bit here in Vik. We want to go and see from this side the ocean.
Mannschaftswave. Das wäre cool eigentlich. Das wäre crazy.
My waffle making got not as planned. Good morning, friends. We have left Vik, and now we are going to next stop. Which is our next stop?
Study more.
Study more. It's called.
Study more. You need to study more.
Study. Study more. I was sure it was a name of some place in Iceland, but my husband just told that I should study more our trip. Come si chiama il prossimo?
Skaftatel.
Skaftatel. We're going to Skaftatel. And we liked Vik. It's a very cute place with the ocean, black sand beach, and also good restaurants. There are many restaurants, we tried just two, but both of them were quite good. So if you are doing a trip around Iceland with a car, I think you should stop at Vik as well. This place is quite weird. It's just really nothing here. Even the grass doesn't grow here. But we saw 3 ships. But there it's really interesting because there is a glacier. A huge one, actually. You see? The interesting thing about this trip is that there will be a part of the road that was completely crashed by the water, and they fixed it, but they made just one lane. Probably it's this piece that we are crossing now. Yes, this piece of the road was completely crushed by the water, and they fixed just a small part, and at least we managed to cross here. You see, there is no road anymore, it's just ground. The situation is like this. It was all covered with water. But we managed to cross this point. It was important because otherwise we had to go 7 hours by car with alternative road that maybe we even couldn't do without a truck. So we got really lucky that they fixed that part of the road, because otherwise we couldn't go forward with our trip, because we decided to see all the islands, to make like a circle around it, and without this piece of the road it was actually impossible, because other road, the alternative one, you needed a truck for 4, otherwise you couldn't pass there. So luckily they fixed this part of the road quite quickly, so we managed to follow our path. And you know, Iceland is an interesting place because it's still a place where the nature rules completely, because it's so strong here that people need to adapt to it. They can do anything with it, because if there's some flood or I don't know, volcano activity, strong winds and so on, you really need to adapt here. The nature is the ruler here. It's written that this moss has 40 million years. It's 40 million years old. Looks beautiful. is some pieces of destroyed bridge that was destroyed of a very, very strong flood that happened after an eruption of volcano. And I guess that the river went crazy and destroyed completely the bridge. And it's just some pieces that remained as some monument. So we arrived to the glacier and we're going hiking for a couple of kilometers and we will arrive right to the glacier. I will show it to you later. And we arrived to the glacier. It's crazy beautiful. This is the melted part, and there you can see still the solid ice. And it's a very dangerous place. I mean, there are many safety rules, because if you fall to the water, it's so freezing that you will die after a couple of minutes. And also the ice can crash and some waves can arrive, so you should be always aware here. It's really one of the best trips that I've ever made in Iceland, so try it. We were just walking on our path in the middle of the nowhere in the glacier, and we saw this guy in the middle of the woods. He frightened me a bit, but he's so beautiful. Yeah. And there is also another one, a small one. And now we have lunch with the view. Potatoes and vegetable samosa. After the lunch we are still traveling along the glacier. You can see it maybe in the window, yes, it's right there. And now we are going to the Diamond Beach and to the Glacier Lagoon. It must be a beautiful place where you can also see the lagoon that was created after the glacier. I guess there will be also pieces of ice, so let's see. And here is the famous Glacier Lagoon. Amazing. We'll come closer there now, but it looks really beautiful. And I guess that this there is the Diamond Beach. So we'll go first to the Glacier Lagoon and then I will show you Diamond Beach. There is a very interesting piece of ice with an arc. So cool. See. See. I've never seen a boat with wheels before. Figa sta barka. And this is the famous Diamond Beach, because the pieces of ice travel from the glacier lagoon through this river, and then they end up on the beach. We will look at them closer now.
Careful of the tidal.
I'm really so blessed to travel to such amazing places, and I'm really grateful for my husband that organizes these trips for us. He's really good in organizing, and I love him so much for that as well. Besides many other things.
Driving through the New York rain, roll down my window and let the rain in. You call me by my name, too late to turn home. We chase the night away.